Hey, greetings web swingers, and welcome to a very special episode of Total Geek Out Gaming Reviews. Dang it, Spider-Man, today we're going to be playing Spider-Man 2. No, not that one. Not that one. Oh god, most definitely not that one. Nope. All in time. But the greatest one of all, Spider-Man 2, the Sam Raimi one. Cool thing is, I actually met Sam Raimi. Oh, it was so amazing. Oh yeah, I'm so excited for this because it's one of my childhood favorites. So get ready for a hilarious, entertaining, and in-depth review that'll have you laughing, cringing, and just itching to grab your Spidey suit. So without further ado, let's swing into the tangled webs of Spider-Man 2. Okay, first things first. Story. Spider-Man 2 weaves a narrative that's more tangled than Spider-Man's web. And I mean that in a good way. Tobey Maguire, Spider-Man 2 is such an amazing movie. And heck, this is usually when tie-in movies are terrible. But this one was amazing. It does follow the movie story, but it does diverge in many ways, where Peter Parker struggles to balance his personal life and his superhero duties. It's not an easy feat. Tell me about it. How do you do it, Peter Parker? How do you do it? Like, wow. Everyone whines and cries about freaking the new face for Peter in the newer Spider-Man games, which I could see why, because yeah, the original face was better, so what can I say? They did fix it in the second one though, but I swear they made Peter Parker look like freaking Clark Kent in this. Why does he have his glasses and that big ass freaking sweater that makes him look 300 pounds? The sweater's not a big deal, but the only time he has glasses is in the gameplay cutscenes. He doesn't have them in the other CGI cutscenes, and he doesn't lose his powers in the game. So what the heck? That's the whole point. He had the glasses in the movie. He didn't have his glasses for very long, and the only reason he uses his glasses is because he was losing his powers. But in the game, he doesn't lose his powers. So why? Why? That doesn't make sense to me. And of course, right at the end of the game, when you're fighting Doc Ock, he doesn't have his glasses. So what the heck is going on here? It would look so much better without the glasses. Okay, back on track now. That little diversion of me freaking out about his glasses. Like, you're not Clark Kent. Anyway. Peter Parker struggles with his dual life, but the game does pull it off with finesse. You'll be swinging in from heartwarming moments to intense showdowns with iconic villains like Doc Ock, Shocker, and Mysterio. Oh, speaking of Mysterio.
Mysterio? I think I had a bowl of Mysterios for breakfast.
Man, they must have had a blast making Mysterio, because his funhouse or whatever, that was pretty cool. And making Mysterio like an alien or something, even though that press conference or whatever, it said Quentin Beck has a special announcement or something. Like, Quentin Beck, what are you doing? Your name's right there. And also, like, right before he becomes Mysterio, he does that competition with Spidey, more or less wearing his original outfit with like a jetpack. Oh man, I remember like when I was a kid playing that. I couldn't beat it, so I was asking my friends at school, I was like, can you beat this? And
no, it's really hard.
Oh, that was such a pain. Same with the train fight and the warehouse fight. And also the lab fight. The machine is doing its going out of control thing. Oh my god. As a kid, oh jeez, I freaked out so much on that. It was hard as hell. And my mom was it's like, Spider-Man's hard, okay? Even revisiting it for this review, still is. I swear I got like PTSD or something from it, because oh man. Get out of here, my god. Even nowadays, it took me a few times. Childhood memories. While Peter's doing all of that, he's trying to keep his grades up, keep a job, and trying to be with Mary Jane, all while getting flirty temptations from Black Cat. Which I'm like, Peter, have you seen MJ in the movies? No knock on MJ or Kirsten Dunst or whatever, because don't get me started on the MCU MJ. No. That is Michelle, not MJ. Zendaya, she's good. I like Zendaya, she's good. Shake It Up, it's awesome. Greatest Showman, awesome. Michelle, no. Nothing wrong with her like performance or whatever, just she's Michelle. She ain't no MJ. She not Mary Jane Watson. No. MJ, you're kind of a cheater. And also with Black Cat as a kid, can you talk early puberty? Let's just say I became a fan of Miss Hardy here. This and the animated series is what made me become such a Black Cat fan. Felicia Hardy, you're amazing. Black Cat, and then also taking care of Mary Jane. So it's kind of a roller coaster of emotions, folks. Pros, compelling storyline that captures the essence of Spider-Man. We got little snippets of the movie here and there, but to be honest, I think the game actually kind of has a better story than the movie. When the game is following the movie, it's okay. But when it's kind of doing its own thing, all over the place, in a good way. Also, there is this one moment where, right at the beginning of the game, where you're saving this one civilian.
Oh my god, the briefcase!
What the hell's in the briefcase, lady?
I'm sorry, I can't really talk about it.
And then there is when you fight Rhino, and you defeat him, he's...
Oh no, the boss is gonna kill me.
Who the heck is your boss? There's no explanation to any of that. I was like, what the heck is going on here? So there are parts that don't really line up. There's kind of pieces that go nowhere. That was part of the cons. Pacing issues in parts of the game and occasional repetitive mission structure. In between missions, because you have the hero points, you have to deliver pizza or take pictures for the Daily Bugle. And that's another thing. Why are all these missions timed? Everything in Spider-Man is timed for something. Makes sense, timed for pizza missions. I don't know why he's timed for the Daily Bugle missions. And the MJ missions, I guess, kind of makes sense. But everything is timed. Come on! And especially when you get in the later stages, pizza missions? Oh my god. How the heck does he expect you to get all across town in like, what, a minute and a half or something? And expect him to deliver pizzas without spinning around 4 or 5 pizzas? Are you kidding me? Oh god, ridiculous. Same thing with the Bugle missions, where you're freaking timed to get pictures, and of course the icons are in little places where you can never really get them, because, oh my god, how the heck? MJ, you have to get across town in 30 seconds. Girl, are you kidding me? This is a Spider-Man game, not a Flash game. Oh, we need a Flash game, that'd be awesome. But can't forget the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Bruce Campbell, the narrator of this game. Oh my god, Bruce Campbell in this game is fantastic. He teaches you how to play the game, but in the most unique and funniest way. Oh my goodness, so funny. He makes fun of you for sucking. Just like when in the first game, in the tutorial, yeah, he basically did that. He does the very same in this. And hell, he just elevates it also.
Moving right along, let's talk jumping. Hold down the jump button and you'll charge your jump. This yellow bar shows how strong your jump will be.
Okay, now you know how to jump. Now go jump in a frickin' lake. And then there's other times where you can just mess with Bruce. You're first jumping off the building, and he tells you to jump.
I mean it, just jump. Hey, I wouldn't tell you to do something dangerous and life-threatening, would I? Come on, go ahead. What are you, chicken?
And then when you finally do jump...
You always do what people tell you. You know, there's a word for that. Loser. So what now, wise guy? Just a little friendly advice. You're gonna want to shoot out a web line to save yourself. Anytime now, that pavement's not getting any softer. Pull the swing trigger. Duh.
And if you splat on the ground, he makes fun of you for it. What an idiot! I told you to swing, but of course you just splat on the ground. What kind of player are you? What the heck? Then he also voices all the green question marks all over the city. And I'm like, oh my god, this is where Batman got it. Of all the Riddler trophies everywhere. And yeah, there's a crap ton. They're basically freaking worth it, because it's really funny. He gives you the advice, then afterwards he tells like a joke or makes fun of you for something. It's very funny. Bruce Campbell just adds an extra awesomeness to the game. It's the case, baby. Look at it. Look at it. Look at it.
It's so beautiful.
Doc Ock in the eye there, and the Xbox was like, ooh, yes, Batman 2. And then on the back, Doc Ock looking all menacing. And heck, when I was a kid, I remember looking at the pictures and just imagining what it would be like playing this. As I would remember sitting in my grandparents' car, just looking at the boxes and just reading everything in the box, or on the box, while waiting for my grandparents to like do errands and stuff, because I would be just sitting in the car, because this before phones, so didn't have anything else to do, so I had to read the box. And heck, this is still the same one I've had for like 20 years. Oh my god. But unfortunately there ain't no manual. Yeah. Oh well. I also remember watching the trailer at the library, because me and my mom would go to the library because we didn't have a computer at home yet. I would crank the volume way up. And then everyone would get mad at me. I was like, turn it down! Well, yeah, because there's other people there at the library, so just watching the trailer, I'd be like, oh, it's so amazing. Okay, now let's swing into the swinging mechanics. Now this is basically where every other Spider-Man game has been based on. Everyone thinks it's sent from God, but there are pros and cons to it. I gotta say, swinging through the city as Spidey is an absolute blast. It's like being a kid on the playground, but except monkey bars, it's skyscrapers. It's awesome. The fluidity and the freedom of movement are top notch. Swinging from building to building never gets old. Especially when you're on normal swinging. You go swinging web to web. I actually like that so much better. Everyone does web jump web. Like where you swing, you jump off, and you shoot out another web. That's okay. But I actually like where you shoot out a web, you swing on it, you shoot out another web, but you're still hanging on to the other web, where you can slingshot yourself forward. It's so awesome. It's like, yeah, it's so much better. I think anyway. So it's the closest feeling you'll get to being a real superhero without actually having to be bitten by a radioactive spider. Because spiders are nasty. Which is weird, because I like Spider-Man, but I don't like spiders. Heck, that was the problem when he originally came out, because everyone's like, oh, people don't like spiders, but Spider-Man's real popular, so... Pros, fluid and exhilarating swinging mechanics, freedom of movement in the open world environment. Cons, the swinging is not very accurate. You'll be swinging into a whole lot of corners and just smacking into walls like Toby did. And heck, you'll just be swinging in opposite directions, but like, supposed to be going that way. No, I'm going this way. When it works, it's actually quite relaxing. So sometimes you can just go swinging about, clear your head when it works. Yeah, but the swinging works when you're not timed. But of course, this game is timed a lot. So when you have to get somewhere in a hurry, good luck. Oh my god. Drive yourself bonkers. Okay, now let's jump into some combat. Spider-Man 2 doesn't pull any punches when it comes to kicking bad guy butt. The combat system is as satisfying as a perfectly timed whip to the face. From unleashing a fury of punches to using all kinds of web attacks to disarm your foes. Every fight feels like it's straight out of a comic book. And this was also before the Arkham games. And of course, Spidey has to get in his one-liners that he dishes out during battle. So it's definitely worth the price of admission alone. Pros, dynamic and engaging combat system is satisfying variety of moves and abilities. You can kick all kinds of butt. Cons, the combat can be repetitive and you basically fight the same enemies over and over and over. And the camera does have issues when in combat sometimes. It's like, freaking, where the heck you going, camera? And also Spider-Man kind of reuses a lot of his quips. Oh heck, throughout the whole darn game, they just reuse the same things over and over and over. It's like, oh my god. The whole voicing in it, I just gotta ask, were you okay with voicing this game? The voice Toby does, hell, freaking everyone does, is really phoned in.
Sorry, I'm running a little late, MJ.
I've gotten used to it.
It was great seeing you and Harry again the other night.
Yeah. Anyway, I brought you the ticket for my play.
Hello, I am Spider-Man. This is Maya, this is the city I protect. The city I love. Mary Jane, I love Mary. Oh my god, Toby, put some emphasis into it. Jeez, everyone's freaking asleep voicing this game. Come on, someone slap him across the face. Wake up! Now, let's talk about visuals, shall we? Spider-Man 2 doesn't have the shiniest graphics like newer titles. But don't let that fool you. The city of New York feels alive and bustling from the streets to the towering skyscrapers. And while the character models may not be detailed, oh my god. Yeah, let's just say the graphics on this didn't age too well. Some of the character models, oh my god, they're darn near Tomb Raider. It's like, oh my god, are you Lara Croft? PS1 era? Someone's gonna poke an eye out with those. But I get it, it was like on the original Xbox. The first game kind of had better looks, but again, they kind of had to be like, okay, which one are we gonna have? Good looking models or open worlds? So yeah. And also at the time, they didn't really have the big beefiness of like PS5 or Series X or whatever. It was just original Xbox, so. But when you're high up in the skyscrapers, swinging through the city skyline, you won't notice it. But swinging through the city of New York skyline is a sight to behold. Just try not to get distracted by the view while you're swinging around. Trust me, it's harder than it looks. Especially back then, because open worlds wasn't really up to that extent. Pros, vibrant and immersive open world environment, iconic representation of New York City. Cons, aging visuals compared to modern titles. Occasional texture pop-in and draw distance issues. As I said, it's pick and choose your poison. And now, the time you've all been waiting for. Spider-Man 2 on the original Xbox swings in at a 4 out of 5 webs. It's a truly classic Spider-Man game. Hell, superhero game in general. But it's definitely not a game you want to complete. It's like, I ain't no completionist. So, just play it normally. It's truly entertaining and one you'll want to come back and again and again and again and show off to future generations. Toby is definitely my Spider-Man. So dust off your Spidey suit, grab your mask, grab a slice of pizza, and what the heck, grab your black cat also. Well folks, that wraps up Spider-Man 2 on the original Xbox. So I hope you enjoyed this swing through the city and reliving the glory days of the early 2000s gaming. Until next time, keep whipping webs, keep saving the day, and always keep on geeking out. Excelsior!